Okay, so I just made another Goodwill video. It was pretty bad. It was pretty outrageous. It actually, mathematically, is technically worse than this one, but dollar value wise, total dollars, this one is super egregious. Now, before I even show you guys the total price of this one, you already know that it's gonna be really, really bad, right? I only try to make videos when these auctions just get so overly out of hand that people just can't be thinking. They can't be using their actual brain. Like, do not, please, for the love of God, do not bid auctions with your heart. Bid auctions with your brain. Go out, find the minimum value of these cards before you even think about making a bid. And then just remember it's also an auction, okay? You don't have these cards in hand. A lot of times they look a lot nicer on the screen than they are in person, right? I put all these in as LP. A lot of these might look okay in the sleeves, but I can tell you right now, even an HP or an MP can look really good in a sleeve and look really, really bad when you take it out. So we're just going to assume that these are all LP, right? And just keep an eye out on what you're looking at here, and just kind of try to do a total in your head, and give me a good guesstimate of what you think this value is before I show you the actual amount that these absolute geniuses paid. Let me tell you, like, plus you have to pay a premium on a lot of these auction websites. Basically, all of them. You have to pay a fee on top of everything, right? A lot of people ignore that fee, and that fee can be very, very hefty, by the way. It's usually a percentage, so the more you pay, the higher the fee. So let's just get started, right? Okay. Like, look at these. Gerard of the Closed Fist, Jasmine Boreal, right? Very cheap, dollar, $1.50, maybe $2 each. A lot of these auctions you can quick math without even going out to any other website and checking it out. Like Infinite Authority and Jacques Lever, they're reserve list. This one's also like $10. Jacques is down in like maybe the 20s or 30s if you're lucky. Horn of Deafening, like trash rare, fluctuates around $5 to $10 usually. Hyperion Blacksmith, Ichneumon Druid, however you want to pronounce it, and Infernal Medusa. All uncommons, all fairly cheap, anywhere from the $1 to $3 range, depending on what day you're looking. Now we're getting a little bit fancier here. Whirling Dervish, that's a very playable legend, so he trickles around like 5 to 10, depending. Well, actually, I shouldn't say 5 to 10. I should say 10 to 20. But I think he's even down in the tens right now. Elder Landworm, the Wretched, again, fairly unplayable, fairly cheap. You can get Elder Landworms for $5 to $10. You can get the Wretcheds for around 20. Same thing with Robinia Soul Singer. She's neat. She's nice to look at, but she ain't worth a lot. And look, you got a bunch of these again that are in the $1 to $2 range. Here's your only exception. Most people, I think, value Cleanse around like $100 to $150. It's in pretty good condition. We'll just call it, even if you call it $150. Oh boy, dude, you're still in for a treat on this one. Caracas is the one I think trips people up, right? When I opened a Caracas directly out of a pack, quite a few years ago now, it was $100 card. It's not $100 card anymore. This thing fluctuates in the $20 to $30 range. I think when I added up the value today, it was in the $30 range. So just keep that in mind. Again, Jedit, Pavel, Gerard of the Closed Fist, Riven Turnbull, Eternal Warrior, all $1 to $2 cards. Fallen Angel, she gets up there sometimes in the $5 to $10 range. Divine Transformation, same thing, 10 to 20. Gus of Dirk, right around 20, because he's reserve list, right? Alright, you got a whole one more page. It's a 45 card total. Again, 2 more Caracases. I think maybe even that, dude. These numbers are still outrageous. You're just gonna puke when you see these numbers. North Star, right around the $20 range. $1, $5, $20. Solkanar fluctuates. He can get down as low as 20. I think he's in the 30s again. Johan, it's a $10 card if you're lucky. Gabriel Angelfire, same thing, but a $10 card. Elcor's Tomb is a strange one. That one fluctuates between 10 and 20. I think it's around 10 right now. Akron Legionnaire, that's another one of your $5 Legends Rares. Abomination is a $2 card. Same with Black Mana Battery. Life Chisel, same thing, around $2-3. Hammerheim, that one can be around 10. Ring of Immortals can go up to as much as like 50. And Serpent Generator is about a $10 card. So, if you just kept kind of trickling along the math I ran you through there, those are just my best guess estimates in the top of my head because I buy a lot of stuff and I collect legends. Right? Here is what the certifiable genius paid for this auction. $1,250 plus plus taxes, shipping, and handling. Oh God. I live in the state of Wisconsin, right? 5.5% tax. Right off the top of my head, you're looking at adding another $65 plus another $15 to ship, so you're at $70, $80 plus another, just call it $10 handling. Round it up to $100. So you paid $13.50. All in, you paid $13.50 for this auction. If you actually paid the bill at the end of the day, you paid about $13.50. And like I did with the last one, even though this is 45 cards, I took the liberty of making myself a TCG player shopping cart with all these light play. Minus the cleanse because it's a naughty boy and you can't buy that naughty boy. Let's max. Go on any Discord, max, you're going to pay $150 for a cleanse. You can get them for $100 all day. Call it $150. Can somebody do that math for me real quick? What is $456 plus $150? $600. Yeah. And this masterpiece of an auction bidder bid $1,350 for a grand nuclear explosion of minus $750. You can buy a lot of legends for $750. You could have bought this whole thing twice. You could have bought this whole thing 3 times. You could have bought it 3 times. Literally, you could have bought this thing 3 times. Minus the cleanse. Okay, I'll give you that. Minus the cleanse. You could have bought this thing 3 times. Just, please, bid with your head, not with your heart. Plus, it also ruins the days of people who, like me, who are actually reasonable people and know how much this stuff is worth. And it's irritating getting absolutely blown out on an auction because some super genius is just, I don't know, has wood for Legends cards. Dude, as much as Card Kingdom costs, you still wouldn't have been anywhere near $13.50, alright? Please do your research.